Hey, how you doing? Merry Christmas. Date is 12/25/2016, obviously. Well, maybe not obviously. The year might not have been obvious. Time is 11:45 p.m. Sitting in the garage. My ears are hot. I don't know why my ears are hot. Uh, you know, like I always get that feeling sometimes. So that didn't make any goddamn sense. Get control of yourself, Jesus. Yeah, I get that feeling sometimes of like my ears just feeling hot, and I don't know what that is. Like I feel it's just I mean I probably more than likely just have fluid in my ears at all times for no reason. Um, because I have some infection in my face, but whatever. I actually did an audio journal before this one, but I didn't like it because it's just meltdown. But it was just an irritated meltdown because I was rambling about how sometimes there's this when somebody gets emotional and is having like a meltdown, there's this like encouragement of it, but because or it just it people are secretly encouraging it, but they're actually what am I trying to say here? Like if somebody's having a meltdown, they'll be like headline news like, "Oh, you're being a baby," But by saying that, they're actually trying to encourage more emotion so they can just feed into it more. Like Odell Beckham Jr. having that meltdown earlier this season. The headline was or the narrative was he's over emotional. He should calm down. But I think that's a fucking mistake. I think you should wear your emotions on your sleeve, and if you are frustrated, fucking show it. And I think that it's just that attempt to like, oh, shut up. That's just it's so fucking irritating to me when people try to stifle your emotions. But in stifling them, but they're not actually stifling them. They're actually encouraging them more. Because when somebody says like, "Oh, stop! Don't be mad," you're just gonna get more angry. And it's not actually them. Trying to help you. They're not trying to fucking help you. They're trying to fucking get you angrier. But at the same time, look at my dominance over you. I can tell you to stop being angry. Something like that. And it's just, shut the fuck up. Who the fuck put you in charge? I'll feel whatever. You don't get to tell me not to feel emotions. Just fuck right off with that. And that's what the rant was about, but didn't say it. I don't think I said it as good as I just said it now. If I said it good at all. Yeah, so I was listening to Alan Watts upstairs. He was talking about how you can't ever... he was actually making the exact point I made when I posted on the Reverser page. It's never good to be beside the point. And, I was saying, I think, the same thing Alan Watts was saying there. Where, you can't, if you go to, like, a musician's bar or something, the last thing the musicians are going to be talking about is music. Because, it's beside the point. It's like, you can't be beside the point. Are you good at music or are you good at, acquiring fame? It was that sort of thing. It was interesting, but I don't think it's even possible to go into it with just, oh, I'm just doing this for the sake of it, or I doing it for. I mean, I do like music, and I would like to get paid for it, and I would like to be recognized for it. But the primary, I think, I'm pretty sure the primary reason why I'm doing it is because I like doing it, and I think I have a talent for it. So it's a lot of things to sort out. But it's just fucking, you can't ever, you can't ever get rid of all the snakes in your head. So it's best to just work with them. Yeah, so what else did I do today? kind of just lazed around. Christmas was, it was just kind of another day. Brother gave me a $80 Amazon gift card, which was very nice of him, and I got a new hi-hat thing, so that'll be here probably in a couple days, because I sorely need new hi-hats. It's the set, it's the 2 fucking hi-hats, so that'll be nice when it gets here. It's just, I'm still like trying to figure out like what recording direction I want to go in with the album. I suppose I don't even have to think about it. That was a weird way of saying suppose. I suppose I shouldn't even have to think about that until I get, the lyrics done, but part of me's thinking that maybe I should have just written all these songs like I normally write songs, which is to say, like, make it up as I'm recording it. But I want to try a different approach just to see if it works. And the songs themselves I feel are some of the best, if not probably the best I've ever written. But it's just like I'm worried that it's not going to come across right in the recording phase. Like, I don't want it to sound like garden variety fucking self-produced band album, and I feel like the way not to do that is to just record in the moment. When you're recording, you're thinking of ideas as you're recording, and you can get those ideas out as you're recording too. But, when you're writing songs, the song's already written, then it's just, the object is just to record the songs. But then, what do you do then? If you want to spice it up, I was thinking just have set the standard kit for each song. So like one song, you set the equipment list, like electric guitar, 2 electric guitar, drums, bass, vocal, But then after that's all recorded, then you can, embellish shit. And then, do that once, and then, after you embellish everything on the recording, little sound effects and little keyboard parts and shit, after you do all that, then record the song again, and, meld the parts a little bit more, make it more like a thing that holds itself together instead of nailing the parts in, just shoehorning something in. It should be able to hold its own integrity, if that makes any sense. The parts are the things holding the whole together. It's not parts being nailed together. I'm just doing a little hammer motion with my hand, as if you can see that too. So that's cool. Played more Minecraft tonight. It's a fun game. Hopefully I'll go tonight, sleep tonight, wake up tomorrow, and, continue doing that for the foreseeable future. I think after this album is done and, I've released it and everything, that's another thing I got to think about is, I guess I'll start thinking about that when I get to it, the promotion of it and how I'm going to actually release the album. Have a few ideas. Well, sort of. It's still in the, basic Genesis part of it, so. But yeah, we'll see. Have to get all that done. But after I get the album done, I want to start focusing on just YouTube again. And I feel like going back and forth between the album and YouTube is a really healthy, it's a good contrasting exercise. Like when you get bored of one, you go to the other one. And then when you get bored of that one, you go back to the other one. And so, you're always fresh with everything. But, first I want to get this album done. And then, I'll just continue writing songs on YouTube. Because, oh my God, I could run a fucking amazing YouTube channel now. I think I could anyway. just because, I have a lot of fucking, it's, my wisdom compared to the wisdom I had when I was doing Hey Major 7th is like fucking, it's the fucking Grinch's heart growing 3 sizes. I don't know why I thought of that. That's so dumb. Okay. But you get it. You get the idea. Okay, goodbye.